picture shot of the two skytrains together. Oh wow. The Mark 1 clunky type skytrain rolling in. My own records here, the Mark 1s. Some of the classes I grew up with since as a kid. You know, when I used to ride on the skytrain back in 85 and 86, whatever. Yeah.
Train to King George.
Some of these like 101 and the other car was 102. Yeah. Centerbees all parked on this side. I'm sure that the Southern Railway either left early or unless maybe stayed eastbound overnight and coming back westbound today. I don't know. They did some changes. Haven't done that for a while. Like back in the years back. Eastbound Friday and westbound on the Monday. And the weekend was off for them. In the middle of the track. So later there's a full of freight they don't know. That was from the westbound Valley Dog.
On the right. This station is not in service.
Just before leaving Metrotown Station, I got the funky blue lights underneath running there, which is nice. And the bus loop. I haven't filmed this for a while. Busy, bustling here, just like 22nd. With all the buses here. Yeah, I wish that overpass was connected still to Metrotown like the way it used to be. All the buses here. Oh yeah, 430, and then number 19 way further down. And we film very often the bus loop from Metrotown here as much. Try to include some buses too. And the trolley bus in here. Yeah.
Most cities call their train a metro or a subway, but Vancouver has the SkyTrain. Probably the coolest transit name out there, and the train itself definitely lives up to it. I mean, this is one of the best metros I've ever been on. It's very easy to use with only 3 lines and 54 stations. And conveniently, there's transfer stations outside of downtown Vancouver. It took some inspiration from London in actually naming the lines, and you have the Expo line, the Millennium line, and the Canada line. I really like above ground metros because they have the added benefit for a visitor of being able to see a new city quickly. And this one takes the cake because it goes really far out. Not only that, but since all the trains are automated, you can sit right at the front or the back and get an even better view. I mean, you're technically not supposed to do that, but everyone does anyways. The headways are incredible, and I never waited more than 3 minutes for a train on any line. That's partially because of the automation, and partially because the SkyTrain has a variety of rolling stock totaling over 400 cars, with some as old as 1984 and some being acquired as recently as 2020. Despite the name, it's not entirely above ground, with a handful of underground stations on the Canada line and a couple of tunnels on the other lines. You also have a few bridges, including this one over the Fraser River in what rivals the Santiago Metro as the best view I've ever seen from a metro. The stations are a mixed bag. They're all nice, but most don't have much color or personality, and a couple of them are pretty bare bones. There's 4 fare zones, and the fares are pretty high. But for a world-class transit system, it's a little more justifiable. I mean, it was at one point the largest fully automated metro in the world. And since 2016, it's actually been the most extensive metro in Canada. Something pretty impressive for not the largest city. The above ground thing also means it's pretty iconic in Vancouver just because you can see the train from everywhere. But is it the best metro in Canada? Let me know what you think in the comments.
Christmas train, yep. Down by Brave, looking at a CN waiting to roll. That sucks when that happens. Yeah, I hate this too when I got this and everything like that before. My God. Beautiful photography and the trains and stuff in here. Yeah, it's just along the Government Boulevard. Yeah, General Payne, huh? Claudio Payne or whatever. That's a nice manifest or a long freight thing where you have a train. Yeah. Glad the car's loaded with rail. Maybe I don't know they're going to take us to the Surrey ports or one of those boxcars. Yeah. That was a classic rare thing. This is what I could tell from Sapperton Station, though. Amtrak for the 50th anniversary. A lot of people, photographers caught this. They were lucky to get this train. Yeah. Amtrak's 50th anniversary. Semi truck. True, that's cool.